Hi everyone, welcome to week 8. I hope you had a very nice spring break and was able to get some relaxation time. We're starting off pretty much right where we left off. We're still going to be speaking a little bit about palliative care this week. And we'll also be participating in an interprofessional workshop. But this one I think you'll like a little bit better than the one at Yale, which was a little bit not as social work focused, which I think this one, because, well, I designed it. So it is a little bit more social work, and you'll be interacting with students from other disciplines, from a bioethics class. There's some nursing students in there and a whole bunch of other students, PA students usually, physical therapy students. But it's a whole bunch of other students, and they're going to be reading the same case as you, and then you'll have a chance to give what your opinion of the situation would be, and then answer people back. So it's the use of Flipgrid to do that. So there's a couple of pieces to this workshop this week. Please be aware of dates. By Wednesday, I'm going to want you to complete the ICOPE training. I have to edit the readings and resources. There's just 2 readings on it, the NASW, palliative care, and one other. But for the ICOPE training, this is a really nice training that you go through. Let me just open up the assessment so you can see where the link is. Okay, so the ICOPE training is done by a team at University of Louisville, a team of faculty from Sacred Heart University, including myself and some people from nursing and philosophy, and I think an occupational therapist professor as well, went and was trained by this group to provide interprofessional education. And this is one of their training modules that they provided us with. And it is a really good one. So to open up the case of Julio Grande, you just hit that link and it opens up. If you have any trouble opening up, that might mean that you don't have Java installed. Try going to a different browser. Sometimes that will help. Sometimes it doesn't open up in all browsers, but usually it is not a problem in Chrome or something like that. So give that a try, and then you just go through each part of the lesson, okay? There will be some questions in the middle of it. You have to get at least over 70 on it. Okay. Again, this one does have a nice social work lens to it, and does speak about the importance of social work and hospice and palliative care. Okay, so you're going to go through these one by one. When you get to the last slide with the references on it, I'm going to ask you to just print out your to type in your name or identifier, just because that's going to be the certificate that you have to upload. So you go through it, and just to show me that you did it, you have to upload the certificate. Just put in your name or identifier. So if it's mine, Suzanne Marmo, not my visa number, you can then, if you click print certificate, okay, well, it wants me to get a better score. You can do the score summary, and this is fine to upload this. Okay. Again, obviously you should have more than 70%, but if you do this, then you can just take a screenshot of it, or print it, and you can just have the PDF of it. See, if you hit print, then I think you can ask for just the PDF to be saved. But whatever the case may be, however you do that, even if you just want to take a screenshot or whatever, that's totally fine. That just has to be uploaded as the assignment. Okay, and see right here, you just upload it here. Okay, so that's the first part of this lesson. We're going to get you familiar and reinforce the difference, the role of social work on the palliative care team, and do a little bit more education about what palliative care is. Okay, after you do that, then you're going to be utilizing what you learned with the case study of Martin Wheeler. Okay, so the ICOPE training is with Julio Grande. The case study that you're going to be dealing with is Martin Wheeler. Okay, if you open up the case study, okay, there is a video that has each member of the team depicted on it. There's a social worker, there's doctors, there's nurses. Really, really well done.
To get out.
Chaplains. Okay, so watch that. Okay, and then there's a nice case description about Martin here. Okay, read all that. Okay, that's going to get you very familiar with the case of Martin Wheeler again. So you have your case study video. There's the case study video that we just spoke about. And then this is just a little slide just to explain to you the difference between a multidisciplinary team and an interdisciplinary team. They may sound like the same thing, but the idea of the interdisciplinary team is that we are working together rather than working basically separately, okay, on the same case. So that's really the philosophy of palliative care and hospice, is that we are interprofessional teams, that we work together, not multidisciplinary teams. To check out which Flipgrid group you are part of, open up this, go into this Word document. Okay, we are going to ask you to only participate in the Flipgrid group you are assigned to. Okay, these are the different Flipgrid groups. Okay, and then I think don't I have a listing of all the groups? Oh, check this one. Okay, there you go. So you will find your name listed here. Obviously, you guys are in the light blue category, and those are the other students in there, okay? So after you do that, then just go to the Flipgrid that I have posted right over here. I think I opened that over here, right? Did I close it? Oh, here it is. Okay. So let's say you were assigned to group number 2. Okay. You can just click that link. It'll bring you to Flipgrid. Or if you feel like doing it on your phone, it's super duper easy to do it on your phone. You can just utilize this QR code on your phone and it'll bring you right to there. Be aware you will have to sign in to the Sacred Heart Outlook with your Sacred Heart email to be able to get into it. So let's just say I'm going into Flipgrid group 2. Okay. Again, you have to join with Microsoft. So you're just going to use your Sacred Heart email to do that. They might ask, oh, nope, here we are. Okay. And look, somebody has already posted. That must be someone from the other class. Okay. And so you're going to read this and respond to it. So based on the reading that you did about, the little reading you did about Mr. Wheeler, and then the video you watched on Mr. Wheeler, you're going to be addressing this conversation prompt. So before you prepare your post, write some thoughts about Mr. Wheeler and his family's needs. I want you to think of yourself as a member of your future profession. In that case, that's you, social work. And I want you to, read this and treat Mr. Wheeler as a whole patient. And the answers that we want you to address in your post is, how would you describe Mr. Wheeler's spiritual needs and how do they interact with his other needs and issues? How do you see that impacting it? And what conversations would you have with other team members, patient and family, and other people involved to ensure that his spiritual needs are met? Again, look at this from the perspective of a social worker, and how would you work together with the different members of the interprofessional team? And don't let it be, I would just refer to the chaplain, because again, this is something that's a team effort and you'll all be working together, because again, as we have said before, physical needs, spiritual needs, emotional needs, social needs are of equal importance. What is most important is what the patient finds as important. Okay. And so when you want to add a response, you just click, guess what? Add a response. Okay. And then you can allow them to use your camera and microphone. Please refresh the page. Of course, it's not going to work now. Allow. Oh, something went wrong. Okay, fix that technical difficulty. You will be able to add a response now. Again, if it isn't working in your browser, just switch to another browser. That's what I had to do. This is in Google Chrome and it works just fine. So you're going to add your response, and now your response will be recorded off of your computer if your computer has that capacity. If it doesn't, just do it on your phone. It's super duper easy on your phone. If anything, it's actually a little easier. So just add your response by clicking here, okay? And then I come up, look, oh my goodness, there's 2 of me. This is way too many of me, okay? And so then I know in the first week you utilize Flipgrid, so hopefully you are a little bit comfortable with it. You could just go in here and you record your response, okay? I'm not going to record my response again, okay? Hopefully I can ditch that. And again, remember, you can make it. So you're going to record your response. There is a 5-minute wait list. Yes, I want to confirm. I don't need that. There is a 5-minute time limit, okay? And then for a response back to your colleagues, by Thursday, we want you to do your first response. 5 minutes is, you don't need the full 5 minutes, but we're giving you 5 minutes. You can probably do it in 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. And then by Saturday, if you could respond to at least 2 other posts of your colleagues, feel free to engage in conversation too. That's the idea of this. Feel free to do more than 2, because you'll find people will respond to you, and they may be people that are asking you legitimate questions about social work. And I hope that you'll be able to address that. So do check back a couple of times this week. This is actually a pretty fun activity. I get really good feedback from it. So that's what this thing is all about. I will be grading you off of this Flipgrid lesson and then putting it in Blackboard. I used to do a reaction post as well, but I've decided we don't need to do that because it's just unnecessary work. So again, just remember this week, what you need to do is the iCope training. That's right over here, and you upload proof of doing that. Then you're going to go through the case study of Martin Wheeler. This little case study you can read, and then you can watch the case study video. Okay, and then just review that little slide there about the difference between multidisciplinary and interprofessional team. I think that will help you. And then just figure out, okay, which group am I in? And then go to your interprofessional Flipgrid and write your response. Record your response, okay? So that's it. Any questions, let me know. Sorry, this is a long video. You could have hit fast forward, though, and you could have listened to me much quicker than that. Okay, everyone, take care. Look forward to seeing you next week. If you have any issues, shoot me an email. Take care. Bye-bye.